My name is Rosa Hill. I am the manager of case management services here at Tampa Housing Authority. I have been employed at Tampa Housing Authority for the past 22 years. In these 22 years, I've worked from a youth case manager and worked my way all the way up to management. In my current role, what I do is I oversee staff in case management positions that offer services to the resident. And what is services? Services for case management programs here at Tampa Housing Authority include wraparound. Wraparound for any services that a family may need or want. Age ranges are from 0 to the oldest person in the household. Here at Tampa Housing Authority, we have different phases of case management. We have different programs that offer case management, all umbrellaed under the same department, but depending on the funding source or the grant that we receive, they may offer just a little bit of deviation in services. The type of services the Program and Property Services Department provides for Tampa Housing Authority can range from just about anything a resident need that we can go out and put together for them, or get a community provider to come in and provide. We do job search, we do child care referrals, we do tutoring for our young people, we do youth sports programs for our young people. For our seniors, we do senior services for our seniors events. We do housekeeping workshops and referrals, life skills workshops and referrals. We refer out for individual and family counseling that could not be provided by Tampa Housing Authority. And we also refer out those families that may be in need of special care as far as food, as far as receiving some type of services within their household that Tampa Housing Authority does not offer through our community providers. A typical day in the office is in the office, going over their caseload, seeing what's on their schedule to do. We use an awesome case management software here at Tampa Housing Authority that tracks our daily activities, that gives us ticklers or cues of what residents we need to see maybe that day. So what case managers typically do is they typically put their schedule together at the beginning of the week. They know how many people they need to see. And when I say see, here at Tampa Housing Authority, we actually like to lay eyes on our residents to make sure that those residents are safe, they're secure, they're in their units, and they're receiving the services in their units. So a typical day here might be starting what we call in the field. I can give an example. Say we have a family that works. We work from 8 to 5. That family, or that mom or that dad, works from 8 to 5. So we may need to meet with them at 7 or at 7:30. So here at Tampa Housing Authority, a case manager has the flexibility to adjust their schedule to make sure that we're meeting the residents' needs. Typical days here go from 8 to 5. It encompasses, face-to-face, talking to the residents, computer work, daily activities. We often go out to the schools sometimes, and we meet with guidance counselors and social workers. In our case management role, we have the flexibility to do what we need in a typical day to make sure our families are receiving the services that they need. What skills are needed to succeed as a case manager? In my 22 years, I would say the most important thing is to love people. You have to love people. You have to be willing to meet people where they are in their life. To be a good case manager, you have to be open-minded. You have to be caring. You would need to be resourceful. Is a very good thing. To know what's out there, know what services are available, to be willing to go a little bit above the norm to make sure that residents are getting what they need. You would definitely need to be a team player, be willing to work as a team, and also have the capabilities to work independently on your own. What I like best about my role, I would say after 22 years, I love people. I love meeting new people. There's never a dull day in my role. There's always something new, from the youngest to the oldest person. I love talking to people. I love helping people. I love being able to see people's progress. And I love the fact that sometimes you have to stop and start all over again with a family. And just having that opportunity to do that, and seeing the outcomes and seeing the joy in the children's faces, and mom or dad when they accomplish their goals, and being there. A lot of times when you be a case manager and you follow the same family for a long time as I have, you see where they came from, and you're there to celebrate the reward when they reach the goal that they're trying to reach. So that's what I love most. So there's lots of things that I like about this agency, but I would be remiss not to point out some of the things that I don't necessarily like about being in the case management position or a case management manager. Reports. I don't think anybody likes the tediousness of reports, but we are required to do them based on our funding source. And sometimes I don't like some of the guidelines that comes down, not necessarily from the agency, but from the federal government, that dictates the way we can do some things versus the way we can't. But they are guidelines, we have to follow them. What kind of person would be best suited as a case manager? Like I said earlier, a person that loves people. You have to remember, in a case management position, you are meeting new people. You're responsible for people. A person that's open-minded to change, a person that's flexible, a person that can stay on task, a person that loves to go out and do research to see maybe we don't have exactly what we need on hand to get the job done, but a person that would love to take on the challenge of researching and seeing how we can bring in some new things and do things better. For someone applying for a position here at Tampa Housing Authority, I would say that you would come in and you would first learn the culture, learn the agency, pay close attention to the processes here at the agency, pay close attention to the trainings you receive. Not all trainings for a case manager can be read in the training manual or in the book. Case management is what I call on-the-job training, because every family is different. There's no cookie-cutter way that you can do case management. Think about earlier when I said the individual family needs assessment. A person would need to be diligent. To be a case manager, you would need to be a good listener, to pay close attention, to read the signs, to be able to read body language, because sometimes people are uncomfortable sharing with you their issues, but you can sit in the room, you can pay attention to what their body language is saying to you, and maybe a person that can venture out and maybe make some light suggestions to be able to encourage that person. Be supportive. Meeting a resident at their need or at the position they're in is not always comfortable for that person. So you want to be able to make that person comfortable enough to be able to open up to you. Remember, these are people coming in for help. They would need to lay their life out for you in order to receive help. A lot of people are prideful, as am I, and you may be a prideful person. So think about putting yourself in that position where you're having to ask a total stranger for help and how you would feel. Be caring, be concerned, and in the end, be truthful.